Hello, everyone. I am back. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. It's been a minute since I've recorded anything because I am having problems with my microphone. So, but I feel that I'm falling far behind. So I decided to put something out anyway. So if you hear static or if I'm going in and out, hang in there with me, please. So Prince Harry was in Japan last week, August 9th through August 12th, or was it August 8th through August 12th? I'm not sure, but I do know that he arrived August 8th, and it was Prince Harry and Nacho, and they were walking through the airport. They looked happy. It was obvious that people knew that they were going to be there because there was a lady that was standing on the side with a picture of Princess Diana and Harry when he was a baby, and it was so cute. And they just looked happy to be there. And on August 9th, he was on a HANDA panel, and he was there to discuss the importance of sports and mental health. So he was there having a good time, but he was also there for business. And on the panel, there was also Dr. Handa and others. Harry spoke about his work with injured veterans. He said, "I have seen sports save their lives." And when he says that, he's referring to the Warrior Games and the Invictus Games. And I'll talk to you about that soon. Harry said, "The physical piece to sports is the most important, but the mental aspect and healing ability is extraordinary." And I got that information in Vanity Fair. I want to give them their credit. Now, if you see down below, you will see Prince Harry and Dr. Handa shaking hands. And in the middle, you'll see the audience looking at Harry and listening to his discussion in regards to mental health. And on the right, you would see everybody that was involved in the discussion. There were also pictures of him and Nacho, which I saw on Nacho's Instagram, and he said that Harry and they were out in Japan and they were having a good time and they were shopping for their wives. And there goes a picture that's on the upper left of him and Harry looking suave, shopping for their wives. And on August 12th, he was in, where was he? He was in Singapore because he was once again, it was all business, but he was there playing polo to raise money for one of his charities, which is called Senta Ballet. Now, let me give you a backstory how Senta Ballet was established. In 2006, Prince Harry and Prince Setho of Lesotho jointly co-founded Senta Ballet, a charity set up to ensure the most vulnerable children in Lesotho and Botswana get the support they need to lead healthy and productive lives. And if you are a Prince Diana fan, you are fully aware that forget-me-not flowers were her favorite. So Senta Ballet stands for forget-me-nots in Setho. Over the past 17 years, Prince Harry has worked to draw attention to an urgent issue of children who live in extreme poverty or suffer from HIV and AIDS in Lesotho, in the importance of delivering essential life skills, education, and psychosocial support to increase positive health outcomes in vulnerable communities was the reason why they felt that it was important to put together Senta Ballet. So between 2006 and 2023, they have raised over 11 million pounds, which is great. And during the polo match, August 12th, they raised over $1 million, which is awesome. Let's give them a hand clap. And I'll also like to give it up to the Sussex squad because right now the Sussex squad also They have a fundraiser for Senta Ballet that started on Meghan's birthday, which is August 4th, and it's supposed to end September 15th, I believe, on Harry's birthday. And they have already raised over $30,000. So let's give them a hand also. That's wonderful. Prince Harry and Meghan, they are not only doing wonderful things for charities, but they're also inspiring people like me. I am inspired. I want to go out and do wonderful things and raise money and support people in vulnerable communities also. So, that is the reason why I follow Prince Harry and Meghan, because I'm motivated by them. But before I leave this page, I would like to say that Nacho wasn't on Harry's team during the polo match. They were on separate teams, but it was a tie. And Harry was being his self. He was being very cheeky and he tried to hide the trophy and didn't want Nacho to have it, but they eventually came together. And it was all for fun. But also while he was there, he also met with the Stellenbosch University Choir, and it was so cute. I have a video on that, and I'm going to show it to you, where they were all gathered, and he asked them, you guys want to do a group hug? And they were like, yeah. They all came together, hugging and taking pictures. That was really cute also. Now, here are the photos of Nacho and Harry holding the trophy. And also, I added a couple of photos with Harry on the horse and people who were also included in the polo match. Now, if you guys did not know, Nacho is also a model. He models. I'm not sure if he's still modeling for Ralph Lauren, but he used to model for Ralph Lauren. And as you can see, Nacho is definitely a good-looking man, but he's married. And the top left is Nacho and his wife, and then next to that picture is his family. And then I have a collage of just wonderful pictures of Nacho during his modeling days. Now, the philanthropy and the charities and Harry's big heart doesn't stop there. Next month, Harry is going to be in Dusseldorf, Germany, where they're holding the next Invictus Games, which is Harry's baby. The Invictus Games will be held September 9th through the 16th. There will be 550 competitors from 22 different nations. Now, I will be honest with you. My first time knowing about the Invictus Games was last year. And my first time actually seeing how awesome the Invictus Games are was last year. And if you have not watched the Invictus Games, pull it up. Watch the amazing people and how exciting everybody were. And Meghan giving her phenomenal speech while introducing Harry, and just all the work that Harry put into the Invictus Games to make it the success that it is. Now, I would like to also give you a backstory how the Invictus Games was established. Harry started the Invictus Games in 2014 after watching the Warrior Games. The Warrior Games began in 2010. The first event was hosted at the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Training Center in Colorado Springs, Colorado, when athletes from the British Armed Forces took part in 2013, the first allied nation to join the event. Harry was serving as a captain and the helicopter pilot in the British Army at that time, and he opened the games that year. Now, the Invictus Games, I'm not sure if I said it or not, but if not, I'm going to say it. And if I did, I'm going to repeat this. The Invictus Games is for injured veterans. It was put together to give the injured veterans something to live for. And they're inspired by that. And they work out and they train for the games each year throughout the year. and their families are there supporting them. And there are other people from different nations, you know, people in like in the government, they come, they watch, they support. It's all good. It's all good. And it's something that, although he, you know, the Invictus Games was established because he saw the Warrior Games, but Harry put that together from the bottom, and now it's growing and it's growing, and I can't wait until next month so I can see, you know, what's going to happen this year, because I know it's going to be phenomenal. And I also would like to let you guys know that they are going to have 2022 Invictus Games on Netflix. So be looking out for that. And for people who didn't know, Harry was in the service himself. He served 2 tours in Afghanistan, okay? In 2007, he performed at the NATO-led Afghanistan war as a joint terminal attack controller to Helmand province in Afghanistan for 10 weeks. In 2012, he arrived in Camp Bastion in southern Afghanistan to begin a 20-week deployment tour as a co-pilot and gunner for Apache helicopter, of which he talked about in his New York Times bestseller book, Spare. So if you have not read that, pick that up. And he give you a back history of the time when he was serving in Afghanistan. Now, I know a lot of you have probably heard that Harry wasn't really in the military. They babied him. He spent most of his time playing video games, but that is untrue. Harry was fighting. He was out there on the line. There was things that they kept private because they didn't want the media to know, because they didn't want Harry to be vulnerable out there, because people were actually looking for Harry because they wanted to kill him. Of course, at that time, he was third in line to the throne. So killing Harry would have been a trophy. So they did everything possible to protect him. But he was out there. He was out there with his fellow men fighting for his country, which is why I was very upset at the fact. Well, not very upset, but, you know, I felt bad that they stripped him from everything that he worked for, everything that he put in for his country, and they stripped him of that when he decided to step down to protect his family. That was, I don't know. To me, it was petty, and it also let me know that the royal family and the government, they work together. And when Harry married Meghan, a biracial American woman, they weren't happy with that. So when they were battering or spreading lies and gaslighting Meghan and doing everything possible to get rid of her, they did not know that Harry would leave with her. And when they found out that Harry was leaving with her, they was like, okay, so I'm going to strip him of everything. We're going to take everything, security, strip him of his military titles, and anything that can harm him and hurt his soul, we're going to take it. Because by taking this, they thought that he would come back. But Harry's got the last laugh, because he is living in California, living his best life around fruit trees and beaches and palm trees and good weather, and his beautiful wife and children. Moving right along. So now, while Harry was in Japan doing his thing, being the best person that he could be, the British press and the royal family was putting information out to not only discredit what Harry was doing, but to uplift William and Kate. Because no matter where Harry is in the world, if he's doing fabulous things, they want William and Kate to be doing better. Now, look at these articles. And if you're working out and you're just listening to me and you're not looking at the articles, let me read them to you. So the first article, Prince William handed major new military role to spearhead Prince Harry's old army unit. How did they hand Prince William a military role? And from my understanding, Prince William is on vacation. So they're giving him military roles just all of a sudden because Harry is out there doing his thing and he's going to be in Dusseldorf next month supporting injured soldiers. So now they have to give William a title because, you know, the spare cannot outdo the heir to the throne. The next one, they owe all their fame to the firm. They owe all their fame to the firm. Well, if that was the case, they wouldn't have to uplift William and they wouldn't have to uplift Kate because Kate and Will would already have fame, right? Make it make sense. The royal family, Harry and Meghan can't agree on parenting Archie and Lilibet. Now they done brought the kids into it. They don't know what the hell is going on in Montecito. They don't know how Harry and Meghan are raising their children. Leave the kids out of this. All the smearing, the mudslinging is just pathetic. Prince Kate receives 3 new military titles. Now, how are they going to give Kate 3 military titles and she has never served? What does she know about the military? It's crazy. The next one, Harry and Meghan accused of taking advantage of the royal family's silence during holidays. Well, it's not Harry's fault that they're always on holiday. You know, Harry's got to work. He's got to, he's got to put in work and fundraise for his charities. He's got a life. He's living in California. Why should he put off things because the royal family wants to decide to be on holiday? That's not his problem. Next one. Prince William takes just 36 hours to upstage unremarkable and lame Prince Harry. That is so childish and petty and so high schoolish. Now, why would they write an article like that? The next one, Meghan and Harry will capitalize on tributes for first anniversary of Queen's death. What? No, the British media is going to capitalize on tributes for the first anniversary of the Queen's death. No one is trying to capitalize off of the Queen. They don't even talk about the Queen. It's like the Queen never existed. Once she died, they had her funeral and it was over. So I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Prince Kate making late night calls to Prince Harry claim pulled apart by insider. How is Prince Kate making late night calls to Prince Harry? Kate lives in the UK. Harry lives in America. If Kate is making late night calls to Prince Harry, Harry should be in bed because it's early morning in America. So that doesn't make sense. That's a total lie, right? Now, this one had me cracking up for real. Speaking to Americans, I can see why they prefer William over Harry, said Robert Jobson. Now, Robert Jobson is a royal rota, and they are people who speak out and support the royal family, and they will also lie, as you can see, for the royal family. Now, there was a poll that went out, the Gallup Inc., a made-up poll, in my opinion. This poll is exaggerated, and it's lies to protect the future king. Now, this poll was put together between June, I think that's 3rd through the 27th, or no, I'm sorry, July 3rd, 22 through the 27th. They knew Harry was going to be in Japan fundraising, and they also knew that Harry will be in Germany, doing the Invictus Games. And they knew that Prince William or the royal family, they were going to be on vacation for 2 months. I mean, they're always on vacation. So while Harry was out there working, they had to throw something out there to make sure that the royal family, especially William and Kate's names, are ringing. But this poll right here, So in 2023, the Gallup Inc. named him the most popular public figure in the US. The most popular public figure in the US. And then they took this poll and attached it to his Wikipedia bio, because they're not looking at what's going on now. They're focusing on the future, so that when the future generation look back, they're going to look at this crap and think, oh, wow, Prince William was the most popular figure between July 3rd through July 27th in 2023. He was more popular than the president. He was more popular than the vice president. But look at the people that they have on here that they're comparing him to. They have the president of Ukraine, King Charles, who is not American, and the president of Ukraine is not American. Who is this? Chief Justice John Roberts, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, Kamala Harris, Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy, what is this? Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, Mike Pence. I mean, House Democrat leader Hakeem Jeff. Come on. Really? Who did they interview? Who in the hell did they interview? Where did they get this poll from? I'm with Omid Scobie because I got this from Omid Scobie's X page that used to be Twitter. He said, I really don't get this bizarre poll and fuss about. Oh, I really don't get this bizarre poll and the fuss about it. William is no doubt a popular royal. Well, in my opinion, only probably a popular royal to a small percentage in the UK, but he's most definitely not a popular royal in the US. But asking a group of Americans who is favorable out of a list of 12 polarizing US politicians, a murderous dictator, 2 royals, and Ukraine's president is so random and nonsensical. Which is true. Now, if you have the time out of your busy day, look at Wikipedia, look under most or public figure, look under William's public figure, and then look at how they portrayed Harry's public figure. As I stated, they are looking into the future, how the future generation will perceive Prince William and Prince Harry. And as of August 15th, Prince Harry is the most popular royal, strongest royal. He's a real man because he left everything for his immediate family, for his wife and his children to protect them. He is not going to let anybody tell him nothing. He is more man, in my opinion, than a king who would throw his son to the lions to protect the crown, a brother who is jealous of his brother because he's happy and he's sending people out to destroy his brother because he's jealous of his brother. He wants to be like his brother. And instead of focusing on his duties and taking care of the people in the UK who are paying them because they're tax funded, they are worried about Harry and his life in California. This is when we throw our heads back and we laugh. The lies. It needs to stop, really. The lies. And then we have a spokesperson for the Sussexes. I never can say their name correctly. So let's put it like this. Now we have a spokesperson for Harry and Meghan, and his name is Ice Cube. Ice Cube was in the UK promoting his basketball team, and like any other American who travels to the UK, the British media are always asking them about Harry and Meghan. Like they feel that everybody in America knows Harry and Meghan, and they all should have an opinion about Harry and Meghan while they keep saying that Harry and Meghan are irrelevant. I mean, make it make sense. So, like I said, Ice Cube was in the UK. He sat down with I think GB News, Good Morning Britain, and of course, they hoodwinked him. He was there, like I said, promoting his basketball team, and then they start asking him questions. And it was obvious he didn't know what the hell he was talking about. But being the person that he is lately, because I don't know this Ice Cube. I remember Ice Cube from NWA and Ice Cube when he went solo, and Ice Cube from Friday and Ice Cube from Boys in the Hood. But this is a new Ice Cube. And you know, he is in the hot seat, and Ice Cube is now he's melting. He's about to be just water, boiled water. Now let me play this video, not a video, it's a audio of what he said.
That he believes Harry and Meghan should have stuck it out in the royal family. The hip-hop legend who is heading to the UK with the Big Three, the first black-owned basketball sport league in the world, has also, for the first time, addressed that controversial newspaper headline describing the Duchess of Sussex as coming straight out of Compton, at the title of his debut album with former rap group NWA.
He came from straight out of Compton with the iconic rap group NWA in 1987. Then from here, he went to Hollywood, and for over 35 years, Ice Cube and his music has had a huge impact and influence on popular culture. We sat down for an exclusive interview.
I can't turn it up. I hope you can hear it.
Just because somebody say you come straight out of Compton and it has a tone of you come out the hood, or you come out the ghetto, or you come out, it's great people that come out of those places.
He is referring to this 2016 tabloid headline, which used the title of his debut record to describe Meghan Markle's upbringing and relationship with Prince Harry.
It was a very off-color joke.
The rap legend, who has spent his life tackling racial inequality, says he believes the Duke and Duchess of Sussex should have stuck it out with the royal family.
But I think, when you're in the house, you can make more changes to the house than when you're outside of the house.
After starring in over 40 movies alongside the likes of Jennifer Lopez, George Clooney, and Mark Wahlberg, he told me he'd like
I
to
have no idea what he's talking about making changes in the house and outside of the house. That doesn't make sense. That comes to show you that he didn't have a clue what he was talking about. But because he wanted to win over the UK, he put his 2 cents in, and all he's doing is making things worse. Now I saw the full clip, and they only took out what they wanted the people in outside the UK to hear, because we don't get GB News in America. We don't get Good Morning Britain. There was a lot more said, but when it comes down to it, he should have simply said, I have no idea. I don't follow Harry and Meghan. I'm here to focus on my basketball team. And it could have ended there. But no, everybody wants to put their 2 cents into what's going on with Harry and Meghan. The UK media, they are going crazy over the fact that Harry and Meghan are thriving. They can't keep their names out of their mouths. If it's not the Royal Rota lying, if it's not the British media, the Royal Rota, if trying to uplift the royal family and drag Harry and Meghan whenever they're talking to someone from America. They're asking them questions and they're hoping to hear something negative. And if they don't hear anything negative, they will twist their words so that it becomes negative. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of what's also going on in the UK. There were 6 former Metropolitan Police officers who have been charged with sending racist WhatsApp messages, some of which reportedly reference Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Okay, I got this clip from on X, Misan Harriman, who is Harry and Meghan's friend. He was the one who took the picture of Harry and Meghan when they announced that they were pregnant with Lilibet. And it's internal. The hate, the racism, the slander. This has been going on since last year. Now, I was looking at BBC News, another news that people don't pay attention to in America. It's in the UK. And we knew, people who follow Harry and Meghan, we knew about the WhatsApp app. We knew about the things they were saying about Harry and Meghan. But when they released it today, August 15th, 2023, they did not reference what was said about Harry and Meghan. They swept that under the carpet because they don't want it to be, they don't want Harry and Meghan to be right. They don't want people to know that everything that Harry and Meghan are saying is correct, because the media is doing everything in their power to manipulate the minds of the masses to believe that what you're reading in the paper is the truth and what Harry and Meghan are reporting is wrong. Okay, so we have the Royal Rota, we have people like Ice Cube who are lying, and then we have the entire British media who are also protecting others and are lying about Harry and Meghan and spreading hate. And I'm not sure if you guys remember, but that article about Meghan being straight out of Compton, that was not a joke. They were trying to slander her. They tried Meghan's, if Google Meghan, what type of person she was before she married Prince Harry. Meghan was doing her thing. Meghan was already becoming an icon before she met Harry. And once the media and everybody who was investigating Meghan, because they had investigators out looking for dirt to find on Meghan, and they found nothing, so they made things up. That's when they started pushing out that, you know, she was straight out of Compton. She's ghetto. When she was pregnant with Archie, you know, they were talking about how they were saying so many negative things. When she had Archie, they had two white people walking out with a monkey in the middle, walking outside of the hospital. I mean, just pure racism that when she had Archie, this was during the George Floyd. They said that no. When she had Lilibet, they said instead of her naming her daughter Lilibet, they should have named her Georgiana or George, something related to George Floyd. It was horrendous. It's terrible. It really is. I mean, just to know what's going on behind the scenes and how they're trying to change things up, I feel sorry for this couple. I mean, I'm motivated by them. They inspire me, but I have never seen so much hate in my life. Never, ever. And this is all because that they're thriving now. And don't think that the hate started with the Oprah interview. Oh, the hate started long before that. When they sit out there and they tell you, "Oh, we love Meghan. It's Meghan's fault." Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. They've always been jealous. Now, while all this stuff is going on and everybody is hating, like I said previously, Harry and Meghan, they're still thriving. They're still moving right along. Meghan, this is a recent picture of her out celebrating her birthday with her friends and smiling and living her best life. You know, here's a picture of her. I love this picture. She looked beautiful on here. Meghan, Harry, just continue doing what you're doing. Live your life. Be happy. You have supporters. You have people who are going to continue to push the truth. And we are going to continue to talk about the lies and the hate and all of the people like this man, Dan Wootton, right now. He is still on GB News. Okay? I got this today. His quote, "Along with strengthening our border security, we should toughen law and order policies with borders." This is Dan Wootton talking when he should be in jail. I like what this man said. Dan Wootton, an immigrant from New Zealand facing detailed and extremely serious allegations of using blackmail to extort sexual explicit videos, tells GB News viewers that we need to toughen law and order and implement a hostile environment for refugees. Pass the freaking sick bag. They are trying to sweep this under the rug. Byline Times has written 7-8 articles about this man, and no one is talking about it. Who are they talking about? They are talking about Harry and Meghan. Birds of a feather flock to mother freaking together. So that's all I have for you today. I might have something tomorrow. This was a lot, but you know, I have to put it out there. I got to let you guys know what's going on. If there's anything that you would like for me to talk about, if you have any questions or concerns, please put it in the comment section. If you like the video, please like, share, or subscribe. Until then, you have a wonderful evening. Peace.
We do. So keep spreading the love.
Thank you that you spent so much time with us. For such an icon, so modest. Oh my word. Oh.
Well, you are fabulous.
I'll put that on my resume.
Did we have one group hug? South Africa. 1, 2, 3. South Africa!
Thanks to all our partners, Centre Valley, SBS Canada, Singapore Polo Club, the ASUH, US Polo ASSN, Still Cox and the Cox family, and of course our friends at IHG Hotels and Resorts.